Hey, what is up heroes, and welcome back to some more Pokemon Go. Today's episode is probably one of my most successful Pokemon Go journeys I've ever done, which is great. So I got a lot of eggs from Pokestops. We're going to start today's episode off by evolving our Staryu, which we've had for such a long time. Its CP is actually pretty high, 494, and we're going to evolve this right now and get a Starmie. So this is our first Starmie, so with a double XP egg we are going to get like 2,000 experience points, which is great because it takes such a long time to get from level 20 to 21, and I heard to get to level like 30 it takes like 500,000 XP, and to get to level 40 it takes like 1,000,000 XP. It's absolutely insane, the level growth once you get level 20, it takes so long to do it. But we're going to go to another Pokestop, get a few things, not really important, but we're going to evolve another Pokemon. We're going to evolve our Psyduck. So I totally forgot last episode we had enough Psyduck candy to get a Golduck, and this Psyduck is 585. Pretty high Psyduck, so let's see what CP Golduck we get. You know, I actually quite like Golduck's design. I think it looks like a pretty cool Pokemon. Bit underrated, bit underrated. But the CP for this Golduck is going to be pretty high considering the Psyduck was 585. This Golduck is 1,271. That is absolutely ridiculous. We're going to have to power that up at some point. But we're going to find a Venonat, which I am 100% after Venonats because I haven't got a Venomoth, and you need 50 candy to get a Venomoth. And so much because Venonats don't spawn much where I live, which kind of sucks. I mean, the only times I've found them are one by chance if I'm out on a journey, or by lure modules where I find a lot. I think that's where I probably found the majority of my my Venonats. Got 22 candy, need 50, so we've still got a long way to go. Not even halfway, to be honest. One more Venonat, then we'll be halfway. But our egg is going to hatch, and what are we going to get? We're going to get an Execute. Our first Execute, which is great. I love these guys. One excellent egg. Haha, see what I did there? Oh man, I love to crack myself up with all my yolks. Oh, I should just not do puns, they're just terrible. They are terrible. But that Execute is actually pretty good, and we have a 10-kilometer egg still to hatch. And with our 2-kilometer egg we're going to try and hatch this episode. We're going to get a load more eggs through Pokestops, which we're going to be hatching in this episode, which is great. I mean, pretty much every Pokestop I went to, I got eggs. There's another egg. And literally I think the next one after that I got another egg. Today I got really lucky. We're going to find a Goldeen, which is really good because this is the last Goldeen we need. And we can capture this, we can get a Seaking. And we get the Goldeen, which means we are going to evolve our really high CP Goldeen and get a very, very powerful Seaking. And our Goldeen, if I can find it, there you go, 511. So this Seaking is going to be pretty powerful. Look at that Seaking. I really do not like Seaking's design at all. I think it's probably one of the worst Pokemon ever. I just personally do not like this Pokemon. But we will be using it because, one, it's got some pretty decent moves. It will help out with the Hypnos. It's got Poison Jab and Mega Horn. And it's not a bad CP. Not a bad CP at all. And then right after that, we find an Eevee, which is great because I need some more Eevee candy to get a Jolteon or Flareon. Because we have a Vaporeon, just need the other two. I think it's so unfair. I see all these people with like Flareons, Jolteons, Vaporeons, really high CP. And I'm just sitting here like, I rarely ever find Eevees. I like find maybe one every couple of days. I have 7 candies, so actually I need a lot more candy to get another evolution, which kind of sucks because I actually use quite a lot of Eevee candy to power up my Vaporeon. But right here, I came across a Team Instinct gym, and I never come across these, which is great. And it's got a Ponyta in it, which is pretty good, and a Lapras. I thought this gym could use a bit more power, so we're buffered up with my Golduck, my newly evolved Golduck, which is pretty powerful. So this gym got quite a lot of rep, level 4. 8,194. Yeah, it's going to be quite a pain in the butt to take. I mean, my Golduck's going to put up a fight, I think. But our next Pokestop, and we are going to get another egg. I just find so many eggs. Like, all them Pokeballs is great. Like, you might think, oh, Pokeball, that's kind of sucks, to be honest, with my Pokestop. To me, like, getting Pokeballs are the best thing ever because I just need so many. I run out so fast. Get another egg. And look at all them 4 Pokeballs. That's great. Like, I've had to buy Pokeballs. I just use so many, just capturing Rattatas, Weedles, Pidgeys. I waste all my balls on stuff I shouldn't capture, but I just need to capture stuff because I think it's fun and get the XP, the Stardust. It is totally worth it in the end. I mean, you probably get the most Stardust from hatching eggs. And speaking of eggs, we're gonna hatch our next egg and let's see what we get. We get a Magikarp, which I'm actually really happy about. I love getting Magikarps because you get a bit more candy, and I am not even a quarter of the way to getting a Gyarados, which kind of sucks. But on the way to that gym, I find a Squirtle, and I was like, I need to get this Squirtle 100%. One more Squirtle, and we can get a Water Tool. Only a 12 CP Squirtle, but I was taking no chances with this. Giving it a berry just to make sure it loves me. Good for a Great Ball. I don't want to waste my Ultra Balls, and it jumped over my my Great Ball, which kind of sucks. But next Great Ball, gonna get a nice. And it shakes twice. It shakes 3 times, and bam! We got another Squirtle. Now the only problem was, I'm a little bit impatient. What I should have done is hatch a few more 2-kilometer eggs and see if I can get a better Squirtle than a 260 CP Squirtle, because this Water Tool's CP is not that great, to be honest. There's our Water Tool, gonna add it to the dex, get the extra XP, which is really nice. Just really wish the CP was a lot higher. 425 CP, that is not that great. I've seen Squirtles with higher CP, which, I should have waited and evolved that Squirtle a little bit later on. Well, maybe got a different Squirtle to evolve. But I just really wanted a Water Tool. I really want a Blastoise just to complete the Pokedex. That's my main goal right now, complete the Pokedex. Then I'm going to try and aim for like powerful Pokemon. Complete the Pokedex is probably not the best option to go for first, but I don't know, I just really have this sense of completing the Pokedex for the first time in my life. Usually I'm like, I don't care about the Pokedex, I'll just play the story, capture Pokemon I like. We're going to take on this gym, Team Valor gym, pretty easy with my Lapras, just going to take out that Golbat. And then next we have a Pidgeot. Again, Lapras, super effective, just spam them Ice Beams, and just keep attacking it, it'll be down in no time. The only Pokemon I have a problem with is Hypno. I really wish right here I pulled out my my Seaking, but I totally forgot it had Mega Horn, which kind of sucks. But these Hypnos, they tank a lot of hits. Like, this is a 967 Hypno, and it does a bit of damage to me. It takes hits really well. So I thought, let's go into my Vaporeon, just spam them water guns really fast, and still it barely does any damage. Like dodging that Shadow Ball. Keep spamming attacks. Like Hypnos, I am really scared of. I really need to get like a Dark type Pokemon or a Bug type Pokemon or whatever just to help take them out, because they are really tough. Do not like fighting Hypnos. And the problem was this Hypno was the highest CP in the gym, so I had to fight it a couple of times, and this gym had a lot of reputation. A lot. But luckily my Lapras is pretty good. Pretty darn good. Gotta say though, I've seen a few people around where I live claiming so many gyms. I just think to myself, I wonder how much Stardust and Pokecoins they get from the little shop you get from when you claim your rewards for having gyms. They must get so much, and I like the idea of getting like 500 Stardust and 10 Pokecoins from owning a gym, but it's kind of hard to get Stardust and Pokecoins starting off. So if someone starts playing the game now, it's gonna be hard for them to take gyms. But if you're like really establishing the game, you can have this like whole empire of gyms, and like every 21 hours you can just get so much Stardust, so many Pokecoins. It's great. I mean, you can buy some Pokecoins with real life money, but getting Stardust, it's really hard to get Stardust. I mean, you can either take on a gym, claim a gym 500 Stardust, or catch 5 Pokemon, which in some areas can be pretty hard. But I'm actually surprised that Hypno right there took out my Vaporeon. Like, if I'm at home, just sitting down, I barely get 2 Pokemon in like a day. But if I'm out and about, I do find quite a lot, which isn't that big of a deal, but still you gotta waste Pokeballs and stuff. I mean, I do like the system. I just think there should be like other ways to get Stardust, apart from hatching eggs, evolving Pokemon, and going to the gym. I don't think you should buy Stardust 100%. If you can buy Stardust, that ruins the game 100%. But we gotta take on this gym one more time. I just feel like maybe if you transfer Pokemon, you should get like 50 Stardust. You should get 1 candy. I feel like you should get a little bit of Stardust from transferring Pokemon. We're going to switch into my Vaporeon just to spam them water guns, because water gun is super good against this Hypno. Man, this Hypno just tanks hits so well. So well. But let me know, like, if you guys like think of a good way to, or like Niantic or Nintendo could implement a way for us to get Stardust better, because I just feel like there should be, like, transferring Pokemon should give you 50 Stardust. I think that's a really good number, or maybe like 25. You know, I think that's a good number, 25 Stardust. But there you go, claim the gym. Gonna heal up my Lapras. Don't have to rush about trying to get Pokemon in the gym because there's no one around here. No one's gonna snake my gym. It was quite an empty area when I claimed this, which is pretty good. Gonna put my Lapras in. Hopefully, seeing like a high CP Pokemon in there might encourage some more people to put a Pokemon in the gym. But our egg is gonna hatch, and what are we gonna get? A Zubat. Yep, a Zubat. CP's pretty good for that Zubat, to be honest. 357. I mean, it's not bad. Not bad at all. So, after I made it home, I realized we still have some more eggs to hatch. So, I went for another walk. And we have our next egg to hatch. And we're going to get an Eevee out of my 10km egg, which is really, really good. First of all, this Eevee CP 596. Amazing. Next we get so much Eevee candy, so we can actually evolve this Eevee, which we're going to do in a little bit. Just need to change his nickname and stuff, which you'll see a little bit later on. But we have another egg to hatch, because we have so many eggs right now. We get a Slowpoke, which, first of all, the CP for this Slowpoke, 685. I cannot wait to evolve that Slowpoke, because that Slowbro is going to have such a high CP, only like 13 more candy. Around here, there was like a Clefable and an Nidorina around. Couldn't track it because the tracking's broken. But again, another egg to hatch. And we get a Staryu, which doesn't really matter anymore because we got a Starmie. But that CP, a little bit higher than the last Staryu I had, which kind of sucks. But now I was going to hatch a Staryu, so now we're going to evolve our Eevee. And again, if you want to get the evolution you want, I did a video on that. You can just check it out. But we're going to name this Eevee Sparky, because in the anime there was a character who had a Jolteon and his name was Sparky. And if you nickname a Pokemon Sparky, well, your Eevee Sparky, Pyro, or Rainer, you'll get the an evolution corresponding to the brother's Pokemon, which is great. So as I called it Sparky, I'm going to get a Jolteon, and yeah, let's see. Man, that Jolteon is looking so good in this game. So good. And its CP is actually pretty high. Gonna add to the Pokedex first though, because it's my first Jolteon. Just need a Flareon now. 1,197. Not a bad Jolteon at all. But that's gonna end today's episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. I will see you guys next time. Have a great day. Peace.